Hello everyone, it's Phil Jones from Projector Reviews, and I'm at the Panasonic Connect booth with Howard. Howard, how are you?
I'm great, how are you doing?
The booth looks absolutely amazing. So can you talk about some of the things that you're showing here at the show at InfoComm 2024?
Sure, so we've got a couple things going on. We're really focusing this time on things that projectors excel at that other things don't. So you can see right behind us is actually our mock-up of projection mapping that we've done elsewhere in the world. So we've actually had some content from our friends at LumaFest and A3 Audio. One is from upstate New York and one is from San Francisco, projects we've done. We have another section of a live performance area where we're showing our Caro system, our glass-to-glass system, that. And then we have some new projectors that we've just come out with, our REQ15, which is a single chip DLP at 15,000 lumens that runs on 110 power.
So like I said, I'm a fan of projection. I better because,
I hope so, yeah.
But like I said, if you walk around the show, you see a lot of, LED flat panels, modular LED displays, micro, mini, all of that stuff. And there's applications where those are great.
Yep.
But then there's just things you can do with a projector that you can't do with those particular devices very easily. And when you talk about moving a massive screen from place to place, a projector is still the easiest way to do it. And when you get to a certain size, the cost per inch is still the projector is still the bread away. And like you mentioned, projectors are getting brighter. You said you have a 15,000 lumen unit now that runs on 110, which is unreal. I mean,
and it's 4K.
And it's 4K. So you're doing a couple of different demos. So the first one is the mapping.
Yep.
That's kind of behind me. That's kind of mapped onto an irregular object, a non-flat surface. Then you have your other one that kind of simulates kind of the large venue, like a church, like a mega church.
Or a conference center, whatever that large venue is going to be. And it's multiple technologies, not just projection. There's other technologies there, but certainly projection. Like you said, especially on a portable basis, bringing in a video wall could take you days to set it up. A projector could take you hours.
Yes.
We're still saying that's still a viable solution.
Yeah.
Around the back, we have a completely another solution where we're showing an immersive conference room. And that's where we think conference and education is going. It's no longer just a flat wall on a screen, it's you're surrounded by it, and so we're doing that.
Yeah, and one thing that's nice about Panasonic Connect is, the reason why you change your name to Panasonic Connect is because there's no such thing as a one-item solution.
Correct.
In order for that to come off the camera and get on that screen, there's a lot of different factors that you have to think about. The mixing, the cutting, the distribution, all of that stuff, the blending of the multiple projectors, because using like four projectors blended together, multiple cameras, all of that stuff. And Panasonic can offer
all of that. From the camera to the switching, out to the projection. So we say glass to glass. So glass in being the camera, glass out to the projector.
Yeah, and that if you're an integrator or you're someone, an event planner, being able to go one place to get everything you need is a great thing. And as you mentioned, that collaborative space is really, really cool because it helps spur creativity, which is the best way to explain it.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
So what else is in this display booth that I saw that was kind of interesting?
So on the other side, we have our new media processor. So we call it the FMP50. It is a media processor that has our edge blending software built in. So with the projectors, we're limited on how much horsepower we have in the projector. So we're very good at flat, square solutions. This box gives us a free grid so that we can actually come out and do irregular shapes and cut holes in things and do much more mapping with the box and have the content on that box and schedule it and run it from that box. So.
Now there was another piece that I saw that everybody is just mesmerized by, and it's how would you explain it? It's kind of your mister, and you're projecting objects onto this. So can you talk about what that is?
So it's called Silky Fine Mist, and it's a mister, it's a fog system, but it's the unique thing, if you ever seen stage fog, usually that's done with some kind of chemical. It's glycol, which if you're a singer is really not a great thing for you. So this is 100% water. And what it's doing is it's a high pressure system, and it's taking that water and it's misting. We've come up with a technology where as the water comes out, it dissipates. So if you've been through a mister, you come out wet. I think you walked through it a second ago, and you didn't get a shower. You were completely dry. But we found that it's a great effect, and we can project on it. So we made a wall out of it. So we're just projecting it straight across, and it's another projection surface to do just something else unique.
You know, you can project on walls, you can project on floors, you can project on all sorts of things. But now, hey, project on mist and air.
Yeah.
And like I said, it literally makes like a little wall.
It's almost a hologram.
Yeah, and you mentioned that you could put multiples of you together and make a pretty big mist wall that you can project upon.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so it's a really, really cool effect, and everybody is completely mesmerized by it. Because you said you brought the little one. I could imagine if you had brought the big one, how many people would be messing with it the whole time. I have to admit that every time I come to the Panasonic Connect booth, I'm always impressed when it comes to the type of demonstrations you do and the things you're showcasing to spark the ideas and the creativity of the communities that you're dealing with. So if they want to learn more about the products and the things you're offering, where should they go?
To our website is always the easiest way, which is www.na.panasonic.com.
Excellent. Hello everyone, it's Phil Jones from Projector Reviews, and joining me is Ramsey from Epson. So Ramsey, each year I come, the Epson booth is one of the most impressive at InfoComm.
Yeah, we're excited to be here again this year in Vegas again, and we've got a lot to show the visitors for sure.
And one of the things I always like about your booth is we can talk about all the unique solutions that you can do with projection, but being able to see it actually being done in real life really does bring the message home. So you have all sorts of cool displays in here with projection mapping and projection blending and stuff like that. But you just had an announcement that I just sat through about Cirque du Soleil. So can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so we are Cirque du Soleil's official projection partner for 2 years. And so they will be integrating and using Epson projectors and a lot of really exciting projects they have coming up.
And if you think about a Cirque show, it is the visuals do matter, the atmosphere that they're utilizing. So yes, you have these amazing acrobatic performances, but it's the visuals that actually pulls the whole story together. And being able to utilize projection to generate some environments that would be difficult to do it any other way is where these projections would come in.
Yeah, it definitely affirms one that Epson's got the product line and our focus on continuing to invest in projection. It affirms that the partnership, as well obviously as projection as a display format is so connected with artistic expression. Because it's projected light. You can project on objects, you can project on a backdrop, you can project on a performer. It just gives a lot of flexibility to the actual artist.
Yeah, you know what? Kind of interesting with that. I just got back from Japan and I got to go to Team Labs. So I've been to both Team Labs Planets and a new one called Team Labs Borderless. So for example, in Team Labs Planets, there's this thing where you take off your shoes and roll your pants up and you go in water. And then they use Epson projectors to project fish on the water, and if you smack the fish, it swims away.
Right.
There's no way you can do that with a flat.
No.
The amount of immersion that they can do with the amount of projectors, I couldn't count. I mean, there was several hundred projectors in those spaces.
Yeah, we're glad to have the partnership there with Team Labs as well, obviously.
You probably have some new projectors that you'd like to show.
Sure.
And so why don't we go inside the booth and you show me some of the cool new models and some of the applications that you're actually showing.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's do it. All right, so here we are at the Epson booth at InfoComm, and we're at the front of our booth, and this is our key station exhibit. We got a massive display, about a 300-inch diagonal screen, and we're powering it with our new 4K projectors. We have two 2x2 configuration, so we're pushing about close to an 8K resolution onto the screen. Super bright, super beautiful large image using our 3-chip 3LCD technology. What we want to showcase here is that projection are a viable option for large immersive large displays, right? Obviously DV LED has its place in the market, but projectors have so much to offer. You can get really up close to this image, right up to the screen, and you don't see the pixels. Incredible pixel density from the 4K projectors. And even though it's massive, it's fairly straightforward to put put it up. It's just a screen. 2-3 workers can put up the screen in about an hour or so. The projectors are about 60 pounds each as well. So the whole setup is fairly straightforward to place it where you need it. And you can also later maybe change lenses and put it somewhere else. So very flexible technology at a very cost-effective price. Look at an immersive space here at the Epson booth. We're projecting onto this curved screen here using two 4K projectors. And we're also projecting onto the floor. Behind the cafe bar here as well, we have a super wide display. And these are using our XO2 lenses. You can tell that the lens is positioned above the wood slats that we have there. We're still getting an image onto the screen here above the cafe bar and also on the curved wall as well. So a very flexible lens lets you get really close to the wall and a huge image. And also the great thing about this lens, you can be up close and there's very little shadow. So we're also using this space in our partnership with Cirque du Soleil, and twice a day they have a performer here on the stage. So it's really quite exciting. All right, so these are our new 4K projector line called the PQ series, and they started shipping in April of this year, and it's a wide range from 8,000 all the way up to 20,000 lumens. This is the larger cabinet that supports the 13, 16, and 20,000 lumens. These are all 3 chip, 3 LCD, very compact. The 20,000 lumen projector here is the world's smallest and lightest 4K projector. The 10,000 lumen projector, which is in a smaller cabinet, is the world's lightest and smallest 4K projector, so very compact, super efficient projectors. They're utilizing our new technology called 4K crystal motion, and so this is the technology that ensures that the 4K pixels on the screen are extremely sharp, and we're really delighted with the feedback we've received from demos that we've taken in terms of the quality of that and the sharpness of the image. Yeah, here behind me we are showcasing 13 new models of accessories for projectors. So we have about 5 different accessories related to mounting onto a ceiling, and then we have around about 8 different accessories for mounting the projectors onto frames and trusses. And so we saw that there isn't like an all-in-one solution that someone can go to mount projectors, whether in a live event situation or in a fixed install situation. So we wanted to provide a wide range of accessories to make that possible, whether you're trying to place a projector for a vertical or landscape projection, or you have a difficult angle onto a truss. There is an accessory here that will help you do that. Here we're showcasing our multi-projector demo. So we've had cameras integrated with our projectors for about 4 or 5 years now, but we're continuing to innovate what those cameras can do. And so what the camera allows you to do is kind of automate some of the more complex or time-consuming tasks. For example, stacking projectors or doing an edge blend with 2 projectors. So here we're showcasing what can be done and how long it takes to do that. And so one of the newer functions that we have is the fact that you can actually do an edge blend or a stacking with just the projectors. So you just connect one LAN cable between the 2, and that's it. You don't have to connect a laptop or a router. It's all done with a remote controller, and you can do that blend. If you want more powerful capability, like you want to edge blend 4 or 5 projectors or stack multiple, maybe 3, 4, 5 projectors as well, then you can use a more powerful tool for Mac or Windows called EPPT, and that's available for free download as well. So really the idea here is to make some of the more complex multi-projector applications easier to use, and we've done that with the Pixeline camera. We were just talking about projector blending at the station over there, and here is a more complex look at projector mapping. So this is the Performance Arts Center in Carmel, Indiana. This is a fixed installation with 12 20,000 lumen Epson projectors. And so this building is the entire face of the building is being projected on and mapped. And the content is changing. Content we're looking at now for the winter season. And so it integrates a lot of performance, theatrical performance recordings as well to create this environment. Very engaging to the public in Carmel, Indiana. We wanted to create an innovative way to showcase the fact that we have the same lens family from 6 to 20,000 lumens. And we've had this lens family for about, I think, 8 or 9 years now. And so what we're doing here is we're cycling via projection mapping all the different models that fit onto the same lens here in the middle. This is an actual lens here in the middle. To kind of showcase the fact that when you do update or upgrade your Epson projector, more likely than not, you don't have to change your lens. So it's really a cost saving and a real benefit to the end user. All right, so we're here inside the Epson hybrid room at the InfoComm show, and we're showcasing 21:9 aspect ratio for meetings. And this is a great aspect ratio because it really allows for, whether you're remote or not, you're not fighting for screen space, because these days, as you know, you've got the presentation, you got the chat box, you got people's faces who are remote. It takes up a lot of real estate, and the super wide 21:9 aspect is really a big benefit. And it's quite straightforward to do with Epson projectors. It's very hard to find this aspect ratio in flat panels. We're using our extreme short throw PowerLight 815 here, and it's been integrated in the Salamander cabinet for a really flush appearance. And so it's just a great solution for hybrid meeting rooms. And also, we are Microsoft Teams official projector brand that's recommended for their rooms.
Hi, I'm Tom Pichet. I'm a product manager here at Epson America, and today one of the products we're showing here at InfoComm is a product that was newly introduced today. It is our ELP CS01, which is a mobile cart for our 815 and 810E extreme short throw projector series. So what the cart does is allows you to get that super large image from 100 inches up to 160 inches diagonal, but also be able to combine it with mobility. So it's a great solution for, in certain cases like schools, if they would use it in an auditorium, use it in the library, be able to move that screen and that large image from place to place. The 810E and the 815 both have 4K image enhancement, so it's 4 million pixels on the screen, and getting up to 160 inches is going to get you an image that's up to 13 feet from corner to corner. The cart itself has a series of buttons here that are tie into the projector control codes, so you have the ability to switch sources from multiple sources there, change the volume, things like that, AV mute the image. There's also some USB attachments, so you can attach a video camera, speakers, other external peripherals to enhance the experience. But overall, like I said, this is our first mobile cart, and we're glad to debut it here at InfoComm 2024.
So Ramsey, amazing amount of demonstrations in the booth, and it really does show, like we said, the ways that you could utilize projection in ways that you probably could never do with a direct LED. So if they want to learn more about Epson's lineup of projectors, where should they go?
Just visit Epson.com, and there's a selector for commercial projectors, and you'll find all that information over there, including our new products.
And be sure to check out projector reviews for both our coverage of professional business Epson projectors as well as their amazing lineup of consumer projectors. So take care, and we will talk to you soon.